Ew, what is up? What is happening? Hope everybody's doing well. So, we've got our first Alliance War of Season 7, I believe. We are going up against Kank, I believe. I'm not quite sure how to say that, but shout out to you guys. Opening up with a Moon Knight. Looks like a rank 4 Moon Knight. I wonder if they used a 2015 gem on him. I think that's a pretty cool rank up. I always thought Moon Knight looked super cool. So, but with magic, I was like, should I bait this out? And then I was like, sure, why not? He is not in his evade phase. I think he's just in his power gain phase. So, but with magic, it doesn't really matter. We actually got clipped there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Been noticing that lately where, it doesn't seem to be registering your parry, or their attacks are somehow there's some sort of backlog with the inputs, and it looks like their attack is coming in faster. It might just because I'm using slightly outdated phones, and as the game continues to progress, the phones I'm using just can't keep up. But anyways, we've got Node 27, we've got an Ultron, Labyrinth Ultron, which really I was pretty happy about. Super easy fight. Not only is he a super predictable AI, he's got a super reliable evade on him, so you can just play around it really easily. He also doesn't hit hard at all. You'll notice that even though this is counter tactics, the damage he does into my block is negligible. So I think this is a really bad placement here. I actually was messing around with the intercept there. I wanted to intercept his lunge, but he actually, he's like faster. His animation's a little faster than the other Ultrons, I guess, because he beat me to my light. But you could tell, like, he didn't hit. His crit rate is super low, so no worries there. Just playing around his evade, you know when it's going to come, so you just throw your medium and go immediately into a block. You're going to do double damage on those shocks. I actually make a mistake here. I should have done it the first time, but I evaded it, and then I did it a second time, and his evade was ready, so I was like, whatever. But there, lately, I've noticed that I've been just so... It's almost like an intuition for when he's going to throw his heavy, and you just beat him to it. Like, it's crazy. Like, sometimes I just do it without thinking, and I, like, instead of evading back on the heavy, I, like, medium. It's kind of, I don't know, it comes out of nowhere, and I don't plan for it to happen, but then I just do it. Okay, so going on here, we're going to take on this Mystic. I thought it was going to be, it's a power gain. I thought it was going to be a magic. So I was like, all right, might as well just go up to full health here. I've been really trying to use better boost management. And, like, I think there are a couple trains of thought when it comes to Alliance War, and one is boost up for every single fight. And I just can't afford that. So I need to play a little bit more intelligently, so that means sometimes not going into a fight boosted, and just kind of going in with the right champ. I think that goes, you know, you can take any champ into a fight with 30% boost and you're good, or a lot of champs. But if you go in there, dude, I don't know what's going on, man. There's an issue with it's like both two different phones too. An iPhone 5S and an iPhone 6, so pretty outdated, but it's not the last time you're going to see them break into my block or have the screen not be reading, because it happens again there. Luckily, we don't, don't take an L or anything. Let's jump to the next node. Got a 6-star Science Unduped. If this were to be on the next node, I would think it's going to be a Void. A Void on that next node's actually kind of a doozy. It's an unblockable L1, so I'm really not quite sure who this could be. I guess it could be a Sentry, but it's Luke Cage, which is kind of, you know, whatever. We're just going to build up a few poises. A lot of guys running suicides on this alliance, in this alliance, which is interesting. Maybe they're just cool with it. Maybe they don't really care if guys do it. But opening war. I noticed he's got unfazed, so I'm a little careful there with auto evades. Should throw this L1. Should make short work of that. I think I run out of energy here. So let's jump ahead to the Bane. Going in here, it's a unduped mutant, so I'm dead sure on this is going to be a Nightcrawler. If you know how to do the switch trick, Nightcrawler is super easy. Once you get him to switch, he's probably one of the worst defenders. If you can get him to switch, he has no projectiles. Just no other mechanics. So you just, the trick I like to do is to play a little passively, and then we get him to switch, get him to go into his block. I see that Bane's about to be up soon, so I'm just going to go ahead and wait it out, transfer it. Now I would like to bait out a special before that Bane winds down. Let's see if we can get him. He does not want to throw it, so I'm going to parry him here and do another quick transfer. Now we want to bait out that L1. He's being a little weird about it. There he goes. That was super weird. We like auto-evaded it, but he still hit me? I don't know. Seemed pretty weird there. But we didn't panic. That's the key with this fight, is don't panic. And yeah. I thought that was super weird. Maybe we auto-evaded the first part, and I don't know. That seemed weird. But seemed like a lot of strange things happening in this war. Super small little errors that maybe are my fault. Maybe it's the game's fault. Maybe it's a mix of both. But, you know, whatever. Okay, mini-boss. Let's go. We've got a 565 Iceman. Very high rank. I think it's close to a Sig 200. So the damage, the whatever it's called, frostbite damage, is going to be doing quite a bit. It's nice. I've been building up a lot of potions over the off season. I was going into the overflow, so it's good to be able to use some of those. As for boosts, I think the only, like I was saying, boost management, the only necessary boost here is the regen boost, just to counteract some of that frostbite damage. So let's see what this is ticking for. It's ticking for 609, which is quite a bit. We're regenning 180, so we're still losing quite a bit of health. It's going to take us, I hope it doesn't take us below 50. It doesn't, but with block damage, we'll inevitably drop below 50. We're just going to play super simple here. Punish mediums, punish heavies, punish specials, unless you can see if you auto-evade. It's a little bit harder to punish the L1. He's running suicides as well, which is, I'll take that any day. Looks like we're going to be able to push him to an L2. We're down to 49%, which is unfortunate. 50%, you know. Another strange evade dexterity situation where I swiped medium, but we weren't able to punish it. He's getting pretty close here. Down he goes. Super easy fight. Pretty happy with not using any boost there, just the regen boost, and coming away with the W there. And now we brought Venom. This is the fight. Let's get it. We've got a boss fight here. This is a matchup as old as time. This goes back to the comic books. Venom, Spider-Man. Doesn't get better than this, man. Ever since they buffed Venom, he's like the best counter to Spider-Man by far. As long as he has his Clintar buff thing, then he's immune to you know, Spider-Man's evades are completely shut down. It's a rank 4 Spider-Man. Not really sure the thinking on putting him on the boss node, but I'll take this. You know, maybe they wanted to put their top champs on other more kind of difficult surprise nodes, but even still, man, this is a pretty weak placement. We start out with 3 buffs, no crits, but he's a hero, so any crit we have has like an 80 or 90% chance to trigger a bleed. Yeah, we're going 4 hit into straight block so we can keep him from throwing his L1. We kind of blunder on that later on in the fight, and then it actually drops an input, and he lands, you'll see it, right here. He just kind of decides that we're not blocking anymore and jams us in the face. He crit on all 3. Luckily, this was a fight where you do need the 20% boost. So I'm going to play a little bit smarter, and he's going to go down. Lucky we didn't take the L there. Lot of weird things happening in this war, but we somehow managed to not die. Shout out to I can't pronounce your name, but shout out to you guys for taking the victory. We didn't win the first war of the season, but I'm glad I didn't die in the first war of the season. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Check you guys later. Peace. Oh my God.
Hi guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.